Hello everyone. So as you know, 99 years ago today, General Michael Collins met his end in Bain-na-Bragh in County Cork. He was ambushed in Bain-na-Bragh. Now before I say anything else, it was one of Ireland's most darkest days. Ireland lost its finest hero, its finest leader. And I just wanted to make a comparison to the leaders we have nowadays, and I think we should all make a comparison to compare Michael Collins to the leaders we have nowadays. There is no comparison because Michael Collins was a true leader, and again, there's nothing that can be said about Leo or Micheál. What can you say? They're not leaders. I wouldn't even give them the title as a leader. They're just there. They're just there. Michael Collins was a true leader, and he died leading his country and leading his people as Commander-in-Chief of the Army of the Irish Free State Forces. At a very young age, give his life so Ireland could see tomorrow, Ireland could be free, Ireland could get that freedom. And unfortunately, as I speak now, our freedoms, as we speak in this country, are very limited. Our freedoms have been crushed, our freedoms have been knocked away because of COVID and because of different things too. And I don't know what Michael would say if he was alive today. I really don't know what he would say about what's happening at the moment in this country. I'm sure he would turn in his grave because every day of the week we have this government. I don't even know what you even call them a government. I think Michael Collins would he wouldn't even call them Irish politicians. He wouldn't even call them, he called them the enemy. Because they are the enemy, the vast majority of them, in what they're saying and what they're doing. Because they're more worried about commemorating black and tans than they are about people who fought and people who gave their lives. Not on a holiday, not going off on a holiday to Tel Aviv or anything like that. They give their whole life, they give everything for their country. And so tomorrow we could be free. And tomorrow that Irish men and Irish women, years and years after Michael Collins died, could be free. And every one of the men who died in East of the Rising, every one of the men who died in the War of Independence, died for us, for people like us to be free. And we never should forget that. And I think nowadays it's forgotten about. And one more thing again, I just want to raise this because these are very important points. How come Holland was allowed to go ahead and quote 40,000 attended, and they wouldn't let people to go to Bain-na-Bragh because they got the checkpoints and everything like that around Bain-na-Bragh was stopping people from going near Michael Collins' ambush's place. Now, again, a few people there, a bit of a mass, a few troops there, a bit of a settlement, but the cats of that was online. But again, why did they not let it? That was extremely important. 99 years, nearly 100 years. And this, no doubt in anybody's mind, that Michael Collins made the ultimate price for Irish freedom, for Ireland to exist right now. And everything that he done was for Ireland, was not for the EU, not for any other country. Was for Ireland, for us, for you and I, the people of Ireland. And he gave his life for that and for his beliefs. And we as a people, we should never forget that, and we shouldn't have let that happen. That they said it wouldn't be allowed, that people weren't allowed to go to the graves. And pay a bit of respect, have a bit of a prayer, and have a bit of respect for Michael Collins, and to remember him. Go and remember whoever wanted to go and remember him on that day, and go to Bain-na-Bragh, maybe lay a few flowers. Again, it wasn't much to ask for the local authorities and things like that. It's absurd that they didn't let anybody do that, and they wouldn't let them do it. But again, it's just the country we live in. They're too busy worrying about commemorating black and tans and doing this and that. And we have to wonder what Michael Collins would think about that. Above anything else, what would he think of that Charlie in the West wanting to commemorate the black and tans? I don't know what he would think about that. But anyways, again, that's just a bit of a rant. But again, I'm sure Michael Collins, if he was here today, I don't think he would want to see modern Ireland. I really don't know what he want to see modern Ireland the way we have thrown everything just under the bus. The true Ireland, the true Ireland under the bus. And we have some kind of a Mickey Mouse country that doesn't make sense half of the time and everything it does. At least they knew what they were fighting for. Over here we don't know what. We don't know. We haven't fought for anything. We're letting just running away and just saying nothing about anything. We're just letting the government do whatever they want. They're not fighting for what is right and what's right for us and what's right for the people of Ireland. The people who own this country. It's the people. It's not belong to the Irish government or to local authorities. And it's belong to you and I, the people who pay our taxes, people who, their grandfathers before us who fought and died for this country, they might see freedom. That's who it belongs to. Not to any government. It belongs to you and I, the people. And again, 99 years, and this is very crucial, 99 years. we're nearly at the 100th anniversary. Next year will be the 100th anniversary, which, imagine that. 100 years ago we lost our greatest person. I do wish Michael Collins lived to see modern Ireland. It would have been far better. We probably would have been united. I say it's Michael Collins had a plan to unite the country. I say he had a plan. I do think, and I always say this, I do think he had a plan on how he could do it. And I say he would have been able to do it. But again, I would love to see what changes he would have had. He would have been obviously better than Dev O'Leary. Like his name has just gone out of the history books and not much lost because Dev is probably responsible for Michael Collins' death, and I think the vast majority of evidence to show that. But yeah, next year, and I say this straight to people, and I say it straight, and again, I hate to be negative into that, but at the moment, it's to be remembered, to remember our greatest person, our greatest leader of this country. And again, there's no doubt about it, no doubt in anybody's mind that he was the greatest man to set foot on Irish soil. And there's not one person sitting in Dáil Éireann now we could compare to Michael Collins, and we have to be totally honest with ourselves. Because what he did and what he did for the country in the short time he was here on this earth outweighed anything that you and I or anybody in this country has done in the last 99 years. And we have to remember that. We can't forget his name. You take the media, RT in the West, and we think they'll do a big commemoration for him, but please God, and we have to do this next year, we have to fight for them to have a commemorative ceremony down in Bainablaw. We have to fight for it. We really, really do have to fight for it. We have to argue with politicians and everything to get it done, because we do need a commemoration for next year. It's 100 years. We have to do something. We have to have nearly a big parade in Dublin, a big military parade. We have to do something. We have to do something big to remember him, to show that he still means a lot to people after his sacrifice is still remembered to you and I, the people who he fought for and who he died for. Not for the EU, not for anybody else. He died for Ireland. He didn't die for any other false things. He died for Ireland's freedom, and we have to remember that. And we have to cherish that. We have to bring it through the generations and never let it go out of the history books. And hopefully, please God, that someday, please God, this country will be a better place than it is in now. But may God bless Michael Collins. May he rest in a ton of peace in heaven. Go Michael. Sorry.